Break Ranks is presented in association with Bands of America's Sun Safety partner, Outrun the Sun. This is the podcast helping to create, provide, and expand
winners in life.
Positively life-changing experiences through music for all.
Go for it!
This is the podcast that encourages everyone to
break ranks.
This week on Break Ranks,
this is the common ground. This is music. This is what we're all here for.
An inner-city St. Louis school has a positively life-changing experience thanks to BOA.
We have some kids here that are going to have their debut performance in the Dome today.
Making memories that will last a long time.
It kind of just keeps us motivated for the rest of the year.
It's quite electric.
Get charged up. It's time to break ranks.
It's really freaking fun.
First, though, we go to the recaps from Week 5 of the 2025 Bands of America Championship season. We began in Johnson City, Tennessee, and the Ballad Health East Tennessee Regional with BOA Hall of Famer Cam Stasa on the mic.
In first place with a score of 88.875, 2025 Bands of America Ballad Health East Tennessee Regional Champion, the Dobyns-Bennett High School Marching Band from Kingsport, Tennessee.
Bands of America powerhouse Dobyns-Bennett notching a caption sweep in finals, finishing more than 2.5 points ahead of second-place Lafayette High School of Kentucky. Lafayette had James F. Burns High School of South Carolina pushing them. Burns finished third, but just by 25 one-thousandths of a point. In prelims, the Class 1A championship was awarded to Tennessee's Lakeway Christian Academy. South Carolina's D.W. Daniel High School took the 2A medallions. Dobyns-Bennett tops in 3A, and James Byrne went home with the 4A medal. Next, we head to Texas, the beautiful McLean Stadium, home of the Baylor Bears for the Waco Regional, and the booming baritone of Brad Bell with the winner.
And in first place, with a score of 88.125, the 2025 Bands of America Waco Regional Champions, the Cedar Ridge High School Marching Band from Round Rock, Texas.
We had another one of those tight 25 one-thousandths of a point finishes in a battle of the Raiders at the Waco Regional. The Cedar Ridge Raider Band from Round Rock, Texas used their outstanding general effects score to edge out the Blue Raider Band of L.D. Bell. Bell from Hearst, Texas took outstanding music performance to finish second to Cedar Ridge after topping them in prelims to claim the 4A championship. Austin's James Bowie High School finished third in finals. The other class championships and prelims went to Texas Grapevine High School in 2A and Alito High School in 3A. Next up, Orlando and Alex Quintero.
In first place, with a score of 91.35, the 2025 Bands of America Orlando Regional Champion, the Tarpon Springs High School Marching Band from Tarpon Springs, Florida.
Tarpon Springs was the clear victor at Camping World Stadium, sweeping all captions and finishing more than 6 points ahead of second-place Fishers High School of Indiana. Florida's Stoneman Douglas High School was third in finals. In prelims, the class champions in Orlando were Hollister High School of Missouri in 1A, Tarpon Springs in 2A, Ohio's Lakota East High School in 3A, and Fishers in 4A. Finally, we get to the 66-band two-day St. Louis Super Regional, where after a 2.5-hour rain delay in prelims, finals finished up at midnight, when I got to say,
in first place with a score of 90.35, the 2025 Bands of America St. Louis Super Regional Champion, the Broken Arrow High School Marching Band from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Four-time BOA Grand Nationals champ Broken Arrow having another great year. BOA coming out on top in a strong 14-band Super Regional Finals, winning general effect in music outright and tying with Arkansas's Bentonville High School in visual performance. Broken Arrow drum major Faith Hutchings tells Break Ranks she was pleased with the way the band performed.
Oh my gosh, it was kind of surreal. This is the first big competition we've done this season, so I think we went out there and we did our best, and I'm really proud of us, and I think we did what we've been practicing, so I'm happy with that performance, I think, yeah.
The Pride of Broken Arrow also won the 4A medallions in prelims. Missouri's Blue Springs High School, the 3A champ. Morton High School of Illinois, by the way, with a must-see show called The Flip Side. Morton was tops in 2A, and the always small but mighty Archbishop Alter High School of Ohio took home the 1A medallions. We were fortunate in St. Louis to have both the Illinois Fighting Illini Marching Band and the Missouri State University Marching Band performing in exhibition. The Illini Drumline also performed before the prelims award ceremony, and careful observers probably noticed that there were some extra members in that battery. They were younger, and they were very excited to be there. They are members of the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School in downtown St. Louis. This is the second year that their drumline has gotten to perform with a university band at the St. Louis Super Regional. It's part of Music for All's ongoing efforts to lift up underprivileged music programs in the cities where we stage our championships. Central and Visual Performing Arts directors Tyler Belliston and Amber Rak Kaufmann told me about their school, explained how they came to perform in the Dome, and what their partnership with BOA and Music for All means to them.
We're only, less than a mile away from here? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have band, percussion, drums. We also have dance, theater arts, visual arts, and choir and vocal and guitar. In St. Louis Public Schools, however, there's not a lot of middle school feeder programs. So a lot of our musicians that come are beginning at 9th grade.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And Amber, tell me a little bit about how long that program has been in place at Central Visual and Performing Arts.
It's kind of gone in and out. So a lot of our positions at the school, especially through band, have had different teachers and stuff. So right now I think have finally gotten to a consistency in these last 3 years. But this whole thing has been here since Central Visual Performing Arts was a high school that was made, just depending on the teacher rotation and things like that. So percussion and the drumline has been here for a while. I just have been running it since 2 years ago.
And how many performance opportunities do you get during the year?
We host quite a few what we call performing arts nights at our school. They're usually a sampling, so it's pretty hectic and kind of fun at the same time. It's like a variety show type situation where we show everything. We do about 3 of those a year. We do a musical at the school, and then each department gets one big showcase concert a year. Mm-hmm. So the band concert will be in March. The choir concert will also be in March. We'll have a guitar showcase as well, a dance showcase, a couple dance recitals.
We also do outside of here. So we've done Shaw Art Fair, which is something that our visual art, our band, guitar, and drumline gets to go perform at. We just recently went to Music at the Intersection, and I also teach choir. So my choir, the jazz band, and guitar got to go and perform. So we do a lot of outside and inside. And this year actually seems like we finally have gotten a lot more gigs. So we're really, really excited. The drumline actually is going to get to go to Mann Elementary on the 27th. We're going to go play to start off their Red Ribbon Week. So we're really excited.
Does CVPA have a sports program?
No, we do not.
Okay, so performance opportunities outdoors on a football field, those have got to be pretty rare.
Very, very rare. And our football field is currently inoperable or not even usable. And it's not an official football field. They only use it for soccer currently.
Then that makes, I guess, what's going to happen here today pretty special for your performers?
Yes. So that's kind of what I really like is because I came from a high school from Illinois. So I went to Minooka Community High School. That was all you eat, slept, marching band all the time. So this is nothing new to me, but I really like this experience for the kids since we don't have marching band that they get to see this. So if that's something they would like to do in college, that we can kind of prep their, their playing, their skills and kind of show them what it's like. So that way, even if they want to do it in college, they're not fully behind. We do sometimes just go march outside around the track just to kind of get used to it. But I love these experiences because it gives them that opportunity to see what they could potentially do in the future.
Tyler, how did this opportunity manifest itself?
So I started CVPA 3 years ago. We don't have middle school theater programs. Not every high school has a band program in our district. And that's due to funding and the realities of inner city living. They reached out to us and we were able to kind of put it together. And ever since then, we've had this wonderful relationship with Bands of America. And we look forward to it every year. Our kids look forward to it every year. So we have some kids here. They're going to have their debut performance in the Dome today. And it's very exciting to see their once they walk out there and their feet hits that grass or that turf, right? And they realize, oh my goodness, I'm going to be playing in front of all of these people. It's quite electric. And then they talk about it all year long. It's
literally
awesome.
A positively life-changing experience.
Absolutely. We are very appreciative of Bands America Music for All for setting this up for us because literally, we're not kidding. They talk about it and we still do. We still go back when we did it with Western Carolina University last year. They still talk about it. They're like, oh my gosh, and we did this. And when we do that, and they're still going to listening to them. So then when it's we can kind of keep doing this, it's it kind of just keeps us motivated for the rest of the year. And it's okay, now we need to do even better. Next year, we need to be prepped more. I try not to cry because it's very fun and I guess a little bit nostalgic for me to just kind of share that love that I remembered having in high school with my students now.
So they had to learn cadences?
Yeah, we got the music,
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So there's been some simplifying and some reworking, and then in our past experiences with other college directors, they're just happy to see our kids getting this opportunity. St. Louis is such a unique place in this country where you have like kind of two different cities. You have all the county schools that have all the money and the big marching programs and like giant marching bands that will come in and we'll get to see them perform. But then you have the city that kind of has none of that. And then we get this like little opportunity to come and be a part of it, and they can see what's possible. And it's really neat that these kids, even though like we're ninth grade starters, we're learning how to read music, they get to go up and like these college professors, this is the common ground. This is music. This is what we're all here for. Competitions is great and all that stuff, but when we get to just kind of come and be a part of it, small part of it, the kids get to take that with them for the rest of their lives. And it inspires a lot of them to go on to college and do more of this stuff. And we've seen a couple years of that already as seniors have graduated.
Tyler Belliston and Amber Rak Kaufmann, directors of the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School Band in St. Louis. In a moment, we'll hear from 3 of CVPA's students and find out more about Bands of America's nationwide involvement with schools like theirs. That's after a word from Bands of America's sun safety partner, Outrun the Sun. This time, dermatologist Dr. Christy Waterman has advice for a cloudy day. I think a lot of people feel like if it's a cloudy day, they don't need as much, or maybe they don't need sun protection at all because it is cloudy, or, I'm going to be out, say, starting around dinner time and into the evening, a late in the day rehearsal. Tell us about those parts of the day and cloudy days and stuff. How does that affect your exposure, and what kind of adjustments should you make in your routine?
So as long as the sun is in the sky, it is emitting ultraviolet rays, which can contribute not only to sunburns, but also to premature skin aging and to skin cancer. So up to 80% of UV rays penetrate through clouds. That means we need protection even on cloudy days. The American Academy of Dermatology recommends a broad spectrum sunscreen that is SPF 30 or higher and water resistant. So ideally, we would be maximizing our sun protection during those hours when the UV index is the strongest, especially between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But again, we're still getting decent amounts of UV exposure even outside of those peak hours. And I'll just go back to the definition of broad spectrum sunscreen means that it's protecting from UVA and UVB rays, which both contribute to skin damage and skin cancer development.
I can remember cloudy day sunburns that I had as a kid. And I think anybody who does get one will never forget that you can get a lot of exposure on a cloudy day.
Cloudy days, or if you're out on the water, or even during wintertime. I mean, a lot of people will get sunburns unexpectedly during those winter months.
Dermatologist Dr. Christy Waterman. Next time, sweat and swimming, how moisture affects skin protection. Our thanks to Outrun the Sun for being Bands of America's sun safety partner. The Central Visual and Performing Arts students who make up the drumline that performed in St. Louis were truly thrilled to be there. I spoke with cymbal player Axel Lee, tenor drummer Malachi Eaton, and snare drummer Alyssa Sander. Malachi and Alyssa were there last year when the CVPA drummers performed with the battery from Western Carolina University.
It's something I really look forward to every year. It's really like motivating being here with everybody and like the teachers, everything. I just feel really lucky and kind of like humbled to be able to come here and play in front of everybody. It's really fun.
It means a lot, actually. I came in here last year when I was still on bass. It was some of the most fun I've ever had. It was really inspiring to come in and play with other groups, to see the groups that do these amazing shows. And it's so much fun. It's something that I'm going to miss when I graduate and can't do it anymore.
This is the first time I've ever doing this. I got to see it back in freshman year where everyone was performing, but to actually be here, and it's also my first year on cymbals, but I'm here with like some of my best friends, so it's really fun.
When you guys were with Western Carolina last year, like how much interaction is there with the members of their line and stuff? Do you talk? Do they help you out?
Yeah, like we trade off like cadences. We'll like practice together. We get to like watch each other play and just like vibe, have fun. Like it's really freaking fun. Like, I don't know. I've never got to do something like this before. Like it's really fun.
After hearing from Axel, Malachi, and Alyssa, as well as their directors, it's clear to me what they get out of this partnership with Bands of America, but I wondered what's driving BOA to seek out these relationships with underserved band programs in the markets that we reach. Music for All's Director of Educational Outreach, Tim Cox, told me.
I believe one of the reasons that Music for All and Bands of America is involved in areas like St. Louis and Indianapolis is that we see the power of music education and what it can do for students. The building of community, the ability to teach kids dedication, hard work, teamwork, those are all skills that students are going to need regardless of where they live and what they choose to do with the rest of their lives. And it's going to make them better people and better humans. And we believe in that and believe in the power of music.
If you have an underserved music program in your community that you believe would benefit from a partnership with Bands of America and Music for All, reach out to Tim Cox at tim.c@musicforall.org. BOA's next Super Regional is this week in Indianapolis, along with the Mid-Atlantic Regional in Newark, Delaware. We'll have results and reaction from both next week. Until then, Break Ranks is presented in association with Outrun the Sun, Bands of America's sun safety partner. I'm Dan Potter. Go for it. Break Ranks.